the shadow-clung halls of Inkspill Manor, whispers told of a lurking presence, a specter known only as the Hollow Painter. Forgotten by time, yet etched eerily into the fabric of local legend, it was said to create portraits that captured not the likeness of its subject, but their very essence, their soul. Those who had the misfortune of meeting the painter's brushstroke were never quite the same, left adrift in a state of catatonia, a mere shell of what once was. The tale of the Hollow Painter began in an art studio belonging to a reclusive artist named Elias Verdon. Verdon's works were renowned, hauntingly alive, each portrait more unnerving than the last. In his final years, driven by a peculiar madness, Verdon locked himself away, painting only at the stroke of midnight when the world was at its stillest. None witnessed what he created during those dark hours. After his mysterious death, the townsfolk found his studio empty, save for a series of untouched canvases, each with a shadowy figure emerging in vague, indistinct forms. It was said these figures were people he had known, now disappeared without a trace. The studio and the manor that housed it was left to crumble, avoided by all except the curious and the brave. Adelaide Foster was neither curious nor particularly brave, but desperation has a way of pushing the boundaries of reason. Her brother, Samuel, had vanished one autumn night, leaving no clue but a letter scribbled with frenzied warnings of nightmares and shadows. Driven by heartache and the gnawing need for answers, Adelaide found herself at the threshold of Inkspill Manor. The air hung heavy with foreboding as she crossed into the forgotten manor, her steps echoing through halls draped in dust. The studio awaited her at the end, cloaked in an unholy silence. Inside, amidst the relics of the past, Adelaide discovered a painting unlike any other, a canvas that seemed to pulse with a life of its own. It was unfinished, a swirling mass of color that beckoned her closer. Transfixed, Adelaide felt the pull of the brush, its unseen hand guiding her to complete the image. As the image emerged, her own visage appeared, captured in a grimace of terror. She tried to pull away, but the studio dissolved around her, replacing reality with a nightmarish vision. Figures of shadows waltzed in the periphery of her vision, each one a soul trapped by the painter's curse. Adelaide recognized among them her brother, Samuel, his face a mask of silent horror. With a surge of desperation, she lashed out, ripping the painting from the easel, the canvas tearing with an unsettling, echoed wail. Jolted back to reality, she found herself clutching the remnants of the canvas, now faded and lifeless. Though Samuel remained lost in his silent vigil, Adelaide was free. But freedom bore a price. The Hollow Painter's secret had been revealed, its bond to the canvases broken. Stories soon spread of wandering souls released from their painted prisons, both a blessing and a curse, casting shadows across the land. No one dared enter Inkspill Manor again, where the whispers of the Hollow Painter drifted lonely and unclaimed. Its spirit, it seemed, was now searching for a new canvas, a new soul to capture. And somewhere in the depths of night, the echo of a brushstroke still lingered, biding its time.